Hey there, friend. I'm really glad you're here today, because we're about to have a heart-to-heart conversation that could truly change how you feel in your body, in your mind, and in your daily life. No matter your age, your health is still the most precious thing you've got. And the truth is, after 60, even small choices, good or bad, can have a big impact. Now, don't worry. This isn't one of those talks where I throw a bunch of scary medical terms at you or lecture you about what you should be doing. That's not what this is. This is about having an honest, friendly chat about some of the most common health mistakes that people over 60 unknowingly make, and more importantly, how you can avoid them starting today. In this video, we'll go over 5 of the most common traps seniors fall into. And if you stay with me till the end, I promise you'll walk away feeling more in control, more hopeful, and more energized about your future health. You deserve to enjoy your golden years, not just survive them. So, let's dive in together, and let's make sure you're not doing more harm than good without even realizing it. Let's start with the first mistake, and it's a sneaky one: ignoring thirst. You'd be surprised how many older adults walk around mildly dehydrated every day and don't even realize it. As we age, our sense of thirst becomes less sharp. That means your body might need water, but your brain isn't ringing the alarm bell like it used to. You may think, "I'm not thirsty, I must be fine." But actually, you might be running low on the very thing your body needs most: water. Dehydration in seniors can cause fatigue, headaches, dry skin, dizziness, and even confusion. And here's the kicker: it can make other health problems worse, like high blood pressure or joint pain. Sometimes, what feels like tiredness or memory fog is just your body begging for a glass of water. So what can you do? Make drinking water a habit, not a reaction. Start your morning with a full glass of water before your coffee. Keep a bottle nearby throughout the day, and take small sips often. If plain water isn't your thing, try herbal teas, water infused with lemon or cucumber, or even a warm broth. The goal is steady hydration, not just gulping when you feel dry. Now, let's talk about the second mistake: skipping strength exercises. I know, the idea of lifting weights or doing squats might sound a bit intimidating, or even unnecessary. But let me tell you something important. Muscle loss is not just about looking weak. It's about losing independence. After 60, we naturally lose muscle mass at a faster rate. That means things like climbing stairs, getting up from a chair, carrying groceries, or even just keeping your balance become harder over time. Without enough strength, your risk of falling skyrockets, and falls are one of the leading causes of serious injury in older adults. But here's the good news. You don't need to become a bodybuilder to stay strong. A few simple strength-building movements a few times a week can make a world of difference. Try standing up from a chair without using your hands. Practice wall push-ups or carry light grocery bags for a few minutes a day. Even squeezing a stress ball to strengthen your grip helps. And if you're thinking, "Well, I've never exercised in my life," don't worry. It's never too late to start. In fact, starting now is one of the best gifts you can give your future self. You're not doing this to look a certain way. You're doing this so you can stay active, live independently, and do the things you love. Alright, we're on a roll. The third mistake is one that often gets overlooked: eating too little protein. It's easy to think, "I don't need as much food as I used to," and that might be true for calories. But protein, that's a whole different story. Your body still needs it, arguably more than ever before. Why? Because protein helps maintain your muscle mass, supports your immune system, and even helps you recover from illness or injury faster. Without enough of it, your muscles can weaken, your energy can dip, and your body has a harder time healing. So where can you get it? Eggs, fish, chicken, beans, tofu, lentils, yogurt, these are all great sources. If you find it hard to chew meats, go for softer options like cottage cheese or scrambled eggs. You don't have to eat a giant steak every day, but try to include a little protein with each meal. And don't skip breakfast. Starting your day with a protein-rich meal can give you steady energy and help you avoid those mid-morning crashes. A simple boiled egg or some Greek yogurt with fruit can work wonders. You're doing wonderfully so far, just listening, reflecting, and maybe even thinking about what you want to change. That tells me you care deeply about your health. And let me tell you something, that care, that desire to improve, that's the foundation of real transformation. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be aware and willing to try. Now that we've talked about hydration, strength, and protein, let's keep going. There are still a couple of big mistakes we need to talk about, things that can silently wear down your health if you're not careful. But you're not the kind of person to sit back and let that happen, are you? You're amazing for listening all the way through. I truly believe you're someone who cares deeply about your health. Let's keep this going, because what we're talking about here could be the key to a healthier, more energetic version of yourself. You've already taken a huge step just by being here and paying attention, and that tells me you're ready to take control of your health, one smart habit at a time. Now, let's move into another mistake that a lot of older adults fall into without realizing it: neglecting mental health. We talk a lot about the body, how to stay strong, how to eat better, how to move more. But what about the mind? Your emotional well-being is just as important as your physical health, maybe even more so. And the truth is, as we get older, things can get a little quieter. The kids are grown. Friends move away. Retirement takes us out of a busy daily routine. And slowly, loneliness or feelings of sadness can creep in. But here's the thing, it's not just part of aging. Feeling anxious, down, or disconnected is not something you just have to accept. And ignoring those feelings can affect everything else: your energy, your motivation, even how your body feels. Stress, depression, and isolation have been shown to increase inflammation, lower immunity, and even raise the risk of heart disease and memory decline. So, what can you do about it? The first step is to recognize that your mental and emotional health matters deeply. Make space in your life for connection and joy. That might mean calling an old friend just to chat, joining a walking group, attending a local class or club, or even learning something new like painting or playing music. You're never too old to start something that brings you joy. And if you're feeling more than just a little down, if the sadness doesn't go away, or you've lost interest in things you used to love, please talk to someone. A trusted friend, a doctor, or a counselor. There is no shame in asking for support. In fact, it's one of the strongest things you can do. You deserve to feel good inside and out. Now, let's talk about the fifth mistake, and this one might surprise you: relying too much on medications without reviewing them regularly. Many seniors take multiple prescriptions, sometimes from different doctors, and it can quickly become overwhelming. And here's the catch: as we age, our bodies process medications differently. What worked fine at 50 might not work the same, or might even cause side effects at 70. Some people end up taking medicines that interact poorly with each other or continue using drugs they no longer need. This can lead to dizziness, confusion, digestive issues, or worse. Sometimes the solution to one health issue causes two more down the line. That's why it's so important to sit down with your doctor or pharmacist once a year, at least, and review everything you're taking. Ask questions. Do I still need this? Could this be causing side effects? Are there better alternatives? Even vitamins and supplements count. Just because something is natural doesn't mean it's safe with your other medications. And don't ever feel embarrassed to speak up. This is your body, your health, and you have every right to understand what you're putting into it. If something doesn't feel right, say so. You know yourself better than anyone. While we're here, let's not forget another sneaky part of the puzzle: over-the-counter medications. Painkillers, antacids, allergy pills, they may seem harmless, but when combined with prescription drugs, they can sometimes do more harm than good. So always let your doctor know what you're taking, even if it's something you picked up at the store. Now, let's take a deep breath together. Because I want you to hear this loud and clear: you're not too old to make changes. You're not too late to feel better. Every step you take, no matter how small, counts. Whether it's drinking more water, getting a little stronger, eating more protein, protecting your mental health, or having that medication checkup, it all adds up. And the beautiful thing is, it's never about being perfect. It's about being aware, making choices with love and intention, and showing up for yourself, just like you're doing right now. You've made it this far through the video, and I'm so proud of you for sticking with it. That shows strength, curiosity, and real care for yourself. You deserve to feel good, to live well, and to enjoy every day you're given. Next, we're going to wrap it all together, so you can feel confident in the simple but powerful steps you're taking. Don't stop now. You've come this far, and there's just a little more to go. You're doing an incredible job simply by showing up and learning, your health truly matters, and so do you. You've made it here, and that tells me something powerful. You care. You care about your health, your energy, and your future. And I want you to know that care. That's where everything starts. Not with perfection. Not with doing everything right. But simply with caring enough to pay attention and take action. That's what you're doing right now, and it's worth celebrating. Now, let's wrap up our conversation with one final health mistake. One that sneaks up on a lot of seniors, even the ones who think they're doing everything right, ignoring the signs of dehydration. Now I know, drinking water might sound too simple to be a serious issue. But it absolutely is. As we age, our sense of thirst actually becomes less reliable. That means your body could be craving water and you might not even feel thirsty. On top of that, many seniors purposely drink less because they don't want to be running to the bathroom so often, especially at night. But here's the reality. Even mild dehydration can cause big problems. We're talking fatigue, confusion, dizziness, headaches, dry skin, constipation, and even increased risk of falls. That's right, just not drinking enough water can make you more likely to trip or feel unsteady. Over time, chronic dehydration puts extra strain on your kidneys, your heart, and your entire system. So how much water should you be drinking? A good rule of thumb is around 6 to 8 cups of fluid a day, more if it's hot out or if you're active. And it doesn't all have to be plain water. Herbal teas, broth-based soups, and water-rich foods like cucumbers or watermelon can count too. If you don't love plain water, try adding a slice of lemon, orange, or a splash of fruit juice to give it some flavor. The key is to sip often throughout the day, not just chug a glass here and there. Keep a water bottle nearby as a gentle reminder. And if you're waking up feeling groggy or tired, try starting your day with a glass of water before anything else. It can do wonders for your energy and clarity. Now, let's take a moment to breathe and bring everything we've talked about together. We started this journey by looking at simple, yet powerful things that can sometimes go wrong with our health as we age, and how easily we can turn them around with just a bit of awareness. We talked about how skipping strength-building activities leads to weak muscles and more falls, but with just a few minutes of resistance work a day, we can rebuild our power. We uncovered how protein is often missing from older adults' diets, even though it's key for healing, strength, and energy, and how adding just a little more with each meal can make a big difference. We explored how mental health often gets pushed to the side, even though it affects everything we do, and how simple connections and joyful activities can bring life back into our days. We looked at the risks of taking too many medications, or not reviewing them, and how a yearly check-in can protect you from side effects and interactions. And finally, we uncovered how something as basic as water can quietly drain our health if we're not careful, and how staying hydrated is one of the easiest, most powerful habits you can build right now. It's not about changing your whole life overnight. It's about taking one small step, one better choice, one healthier habit, and doing it with kindness and patience for yourself. You've already done something amazing by watching this far. That tells me you're not someone who gives up. You're someone who wants to feel good, live well, and enjoy your days with strength and clarity. And guess what? You can. You don't have to settle for feeling tired, stiff, or foggy. You can feel energized, clear, and capable again. But it starts here, with choices made not out of fear, but out of love for your own life. So today, choose one thing. Just one. Maybe you'll drink more water. Maybe you'll go for a short walk and swing your arms. Maybe you'll call someone you miss. Maybe you'll look at your medications and ask a few questions. Any of those steps matter. And they all move you forward. If this video spoke to you, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What stood out? What do you want help with next? Your story matters. Sharing it might help someone else too. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more helpful tips like this one. We're here to walk this journey with you, every step of the way. Here's to living your best life at any age, because you absolutely deserve it. Subscribe, comment, and tell us what topic you'd love to see next. We're here to support your healthiest years yet.